Hi, everyone. Good afternoon and welcome. We're happy to have you here today, so thank you very much for joining. My name is Mariam, and I am the Marketing and Partnerships Coordinator at Sustainability Kiosk. And I'm also excited to be your moderator for today's webinar. Today is the 7th one of our series, Supplier Connect webinars. So we've come a long way with these with these webinars. Today, we'll be looking at sustainable water solutions for hospitality, and we are joined by NIA and Bluewater. We'll be talking to Nicholas Delgi Calmer, who is Sales Manager at Bluewater. So welcome, Nicholas.
Thank you so much. An honor and a pleasure to be here.
Wonderful. We also have the UAE NIA team here, Kaushik and Randir, who are the local partners of Bluewater. So Kaushik and Randir, hello and welcome to you too. So moving on. Okay, so this is the agenda for today. We're just going to do a bit of a welcome by myself, and then we'll do an introduction to NIA and Bluewater, and we'll be exploring Bluewater technology, then doing a bit of a Q&A, and then we'll be wrapping up. So just a couple of points. There is a Q&A box in the webinar, so feel free to drop any of your questions or thoughts, and we'll get around to them in the Q&A section. The webinar is also being recorded to be shared with you at a later stage, so the webinar will be edited and put onto our social channels. All right, let's get started. So Sustainability Kiosk, I'm sure many of you know, but we are all about empowering hospitality and travel with solutions for net zero. And this is what we exist for. The hospitality and travel sector knows that there is a sustainability mandate, but the path from intention to action is full of friction. There's a lot of vendors, there's too little time to vet them, and there's often an unclear ROI for hoteliers. So Sustainability Kiosk is the bridge between hoteliers and the credible solutions that will get hotels to net zero. Our ambition, so by 2026, so hopefully by the end of this year, we are aiming to facilitate over 100 solution matchups between hotels and vetted providers. We're also aiming to train 1,000 hospitality professionals through our hospitality operational sustainability toolkit workshops. And we're also aiming to reach 10,000 professionals through our content, that's through our podcasts and our flagship event, the Responsible Hotelier Summit. And we are currently well underway on all three of these points. So Sustainability Kiosk operates on 3 pillars. The first pillar is Connect. This is where we have the Sustainability Kiosk marketplace, where hoteliers can browse over 90 vetted and validated solution providers on the platform free of charge across 10 different categories. So from waste to water, energy, F&B, and more. So providers pay a small annual membership, which gives them the visibility through all of our events and campaigns. So for sustainability, for us at Sustainability Kiosk, the vetting and the validation is the real value here. Every provider and every solution provider listed on our marketplace has been reviewed by our team. The second pillar of Sustainability Kiosk is Consult. So this is direct advisory work with hotels on their sustainability strategy and operations. These are some of the brands that we've supported across the UAE, including the Fast Collection, Anantara, Minor Hotels, Chedi, and many more, as you can see. And most recently, an airport hotel in the UAE, where we've just completed a full waste management audit. We also collaborate closely with Emirates Green Building Council, the World Sustainable Hospitality Alliance, and Dubai Sustainable Tourism. And finally, the last pillar of Sustainability Kiosk is Educate. So this is where we share our knowledge with the community, and it's probably one of our favorite parts. So we run the Sustainability Stories podcast. We have Kiosk and Kettle blogs. We've got obviously the Supplier Connect webinar, our monthly newsletter, and we do 3 closed-door networking sessions a year for our community. And we also have the annual Responsible Hotelier Summit. So the goal is to keep the conversation going beyond any single engagement. And so if you head to our website and head to the knowledge menu, you'll see the drop down of all the different resources that we offer. We always have different resources coming out. So we have webinars coming out. We've got podcasts coming out as well this week. So there's always something new at Sustainability Kiosk. And lastly, this is our team. So we're women run. We've got 4 of us. So we've got Radhika, who is the founder. We've got Tiffany, who is the director of sustainable hospitality. We've got Stella, who is a customer success partner. And then myself, Mariam, who runs the marketing and partnerships. So thank you for being here today and for being part of our growing community. If anything if today and the webinar today sparks anything within you, we'd love to continue the conversation. So feel free to get in touch. So before I hand over to Nicholas, we just want to do I just want to share a quick word on why we're spotlighting NIA today. So single-use plastic bottles are obviously one of the most visible and easily addressable waste streams in any hotel. NIA and Bluewater's local bottling approach removes that problem at the source while improving water quality and the guest experience. So NIA has been through our vetting and validation process, and we're excited to introduce them to you today. All right, so that's all from me. I will be handing over to you, Nicholas. So yeah, take it away.
Thank you, Mariam. First of all, let me just say it's an honor to be here to present Bluewater, the company I represent, together with our partner NIA, as I am always passionate to talk about sustainability and also to see, how Bluewater can contribute to a world with less single-use plastics by offering alternatives, which I believe in the hotelier industry sometimes maybe is not known that such solutions exist. So I'm really looking forward today to present to you what Bluewater can do to your establishment to help reach that goal of reducing single-use plastic waste in terms of bottles and in general. So, Mariam, should I take over the screen here now and share
please
my
do.
presentation?
Yeah,
Great.
you go ahead, Nick.
Fantastic.
Yeah, no worries.
So let's see here.
I'll just stop sharing.
Awesome. There we go. Can you see my screen, Mariam?
Yeah, all good.
Fantastic. So thank you for joining us today, everyone. My name is Nicholas Delgi Kalmert. As Mariam said, I'm sales manager for Bluewater. I've been here for 7 years. And in Dubai, we've been around since 2022 with our partner NIA. And I am looking forward to present to you Bluewater and NIA and what we do to help create a more sustainable world. So to begin with, I will discuss a bit about Bluewater NIA, who we are, what is our DNA, what is it that we stand for, but also what is it that we actually do. So what is our technology? What is our unique technology that makes us stand out and also allows us to provide these solutions that provide more sustainable options for different establishments? And then, of course, going through the products, as you can see, quite a few of them. I've removed some of them which are not relevant, with some example pictures and references. I can already say now I will not take the 45 minutes because I think everyone will fall asleep at that point. So I'll probably open up for more questions along the way. But also, if you have something to say, Mariam, please help moderate along the way during the presentation. If someone raises their hand, I can't really see anything. So I would love to take the questions as we go along. Good. So let's see here. It's not changing screens. There we go. So first, a little bit about Bluewater NIA. NIA is our official exclusive partner in the Middle East since 2022 when we launched at the Dubai Expo at the Swedish Pavilion. And NIA is Bluewater's official partner in the region for both sales and service, which significantly strengthens Bluewater's regional presence. We're backed by an amazing strong service capability and commitment to supporting all customers within 4 to 8 hours response time, because we truly believe that not only is it providing a solution, it's maintaining and the service that is truly the key to make sure that operations run smoothly. And Bluewater has also invested heavily in the region as we really believe that we have great potential to provide sustainable solutions. So Bluewater actually has a technical specialist based in Dubai called Mr. Alexander Contio, who unfortunately could not join us today. But his presence strengthens our regional technical capabilities and also ensures enhanced support for customers with complex projects, custom tailor-made solutions for your specific hotel or resort. We're able to provide that in a local manner, and which is very important when we discuss these kinds of solutions. So that's a bit about NIA, and of course, Randir and Kaushik is here as well. So if you have any questions about the local capabilities, they will also be able to support with that. So please feel free to ask any questions. Now, a bit about Bluewater. So Bluewater is a privately owned company who was founded by Mr. Bengt Trittry in 2013, and he has a vision. He found an issue when he loves to go to holiday resorts, and he saw that there was a lot of plastic waste and not really any good alternatives to that single-use plastic waste. Because of course people need to drink water, but sometimes the alternative solutions are not known or they're not used because the lack of availability of them. And that is what Bluewater wants to change, because we truly believe that everyone deserves clean, healthy water that does not pollute the planet, but also for your business still allows you to be profitable and offer something different to your customers. So we are a global company with a global presence. We have 7 offices around the world in the US, UK, Spain, China, Indonesia, South Africa, and our HQ in Stockholm. We're available in 28 countries. And also we have over 200 employees with factories in China, Korea, and Sweden. And the actual group now, we have 3 brands. So we merged together with some other brands to create a turnkey solution for all water needs in the commercial sector. So we have Bluewater, which is the backbone, the purification technology, which I will touch upon most. We have Tap Water, which is a more B2C oriented product, but that does have very interesting options for the hotelier industry to offer something different to your customers. And then we have the Flow Water brand, which we've adapted into Bluewater, which is a US-based company that does drinking water dispensers. And I'll make sure to touch upon all of these products as we go along. Now I will speak a bit about why you should choose Bluewater and start with the technology as to why Bluewater stands out. Before I do that, Mariam, can you hear me well? Audio is good. Slides are moving as they should be.
Yep, everything is all good. No worries, Nick. I can hear everything and your slides are moving well.
Perfect. So first we have, of course, the purification of the water. So we have the most compact and efficient water purification systems in the world, which we're very proud of. And then we combine them with healthy ingredients, which I will also touch a bit upon, which is minerals, flavors, and ingredients. And of course, when you have a bottling solution, a purification solution, you also need to put them in some form of bottles as well that you can serve to your clients, which we also offer. So I will start with the purification technology. So Bluewater's purification technology is a patented technology called SuperiorOsmosis, and they come in the form of 3 purification devices. SuperiorOsmosis is derived of the technology called reverse osmosis, which is pretty frequently used in the GCC area already for municipal water and domestic use and some commercial use as well. But we have refined it into a more compact and efficient solution that is much more friendly for commercial and hotelier applications. So why superior osmosis? What does it do different? Well, the traditional filtration system that is used is usually carbon filtration, and superior osmosis purifies 10 times more than regular carbon filtration. And compared to other RO systems, we actually save more water, because in reverse osmosis systems, when you purify water, you also have something called wastewater, which you go to the drain. Which usually is 30% pure water, 70% wastewater, sometimes 50%, 50%. With Bluewater, especially the Bluewater Pro, we can offer 80% recovery, pure water, and only 20% wastewater. So you're saving on that water bill, and you're also getting a super high flow rate for a very compact system, which is, of course, very important for your establishment, because the less footprint you have, the more space you have for other things. We can also customize our water, which I will touch on the next slide, with what we customize our water with, and that is with our mineralization system. Now, why is this important? When you purify water, you make it almost basically H2O molecules, but that also means you're removing the good stuff, the minerals, the calcium, the magnesium, everything you need to increase the pH balance in the water, and also for your body to take up optimally that water that you're drinking. So this is a very important factor that we have now innovated with a unique technology only for Bluewater, which is the first step in our ingredients list, and that is the liquid rock. So the liquid rock is basically rocks from Sweden, mineral rocks from the northern mountains in Sweden, which we have grinded into dust and to combine that into a liquid format, a dosing system. So after the purification of using SuperiorOsmosis, you will re-add fine drops according to whatever dose you choose into the water to re-add calcium and magnesium into the water to make it healthy, taste good, and have that optimal pH balance. So this is a unique technology together with the SuperiorOsmosis that is only offered by Bluewater. And usually how minerals come after purification is in standard mechanical filters. Now, they're okay, but they degrade after a time. I've used mineral filters for a long time myself in my 7 years here at Bluewater. And the difference with liquid rock is night and day, because from a health perspective, it is groundbreaking to have a constant equal dose of calcium magnesium being put back into your water without ever losing effect over time of, let's say, 6 weeks or 8 weeks or 12 weeks. So as much liquid mineral that you have in our liquid rock bottles, that's the exact amount of minerals you will get until the bottle finishes. So now I've touched a bit about just the minerals. We are now developing the next step in the liquid dosing. Well, we could say liquid mineralization dosing. And that is what we call function water, which is packed with natural benefits. You can think of it like an alternative to maybe coffee or maybe energy drinks. So what are some things we're playing around with? Well, we have the hydrate function, which is what I just mentioned to you. The liquid rock, 0 calories, calcium, magnesium, Swedish minerals, re-added to the purified water to increase the pH. Then we're looking at the focus water. So what is focus? Well, as you can see here, it has caffeine, green tea extracts, vitamins, citrus flavors, 0 calories. What is this for? It's your substitute for coffee. So instead of getting that spike of energy and then slowly getting tired again, you will have a balanced, natural, with no preservatives, no chemicals in there, focus water. And then we have, of course, the immune function that we're looking at as well, packed with vitamin C. So if you have a bit of a cold or you're feeling a bit sluggish one day, you drink a glass of immune and you're boosting your immunity system. Now, this is important if, for example, your establishment has a large fitness area, for example. This is a great location to have these kinds of systems for people to recover. What will also come with that is the flavors, because of course, when you buy your energy drink, you like that one with the citrus flavor, maybe you like the one with the raspberry flavor, but they contain a lot of colorings, coloring agents, a lot of preservative agents, which are not healthy for you. We don't have any of that. It's no additives, no GMOs. It's made by Bluewater here in our own office and made in Sweden, all natural and are organically sourced. So for example, you will be able to have with lemon flavor, let's say you want to have the focus water, so the substitute to coffee, tasting like lemon. You can have that option. So this is to show you the roadmap of Bluewater innovation. We're just not a mechanical solution provider. We're innovators. We want to change the idea of water. And by having all these different kinds of technologies, we can truly offer something special for visitors and guests of your establishments. Then the third point, of course, is the bottles. And I won't show any bottles now. They'll come later in the presentation. But all our bottles are either offered in glass or steel bottles, no plastic. And of course, why do you need these bottles? Well, if you have a local purification plant, which I will show later in some pictures, let's say in your restaurant, in your technical room, or you have a bottling plant, You have the bottles there, you fill them, you put them in the room, you put them in the restaurants, you put them in the pool area. There's no transport emissions. Everything is locally made. You're recycling it. You're saving bottles and you're skipping the plastic. Good. So now I've talked a bit about the technology, which is all good words, but you don't have any visualization of the actual solutions that we're providing. So this is the range that we offer of all purification solutions of Bluewater. We have the faucet, purifier, beverages, house station, indoor stations, outdoor stations, emergency station, reusable bottles. I'll touch briefly on all of them except the house station and emergency station, which is a bit more for another market or industry specific. But if you do, of course, have interest in these, we'll send you information about that. So first, let's go on the faucet filters. Now, this is mostly a B2C solution, so I'm not going to be super much time on this. So this is for basically putting it on your faucet at home, so you can have just a simple carbon filter that does a good form of cleaning of your municipal water to make it drinkable. But of course, not with reverse osmosis technology, it's with carbon filtration. However, one that I think is very interesting for the hospitality industry that we're looking to sign some global agreements with here in Europe specifically is the shower solutions. And I know myself when I visit Dubai, I have quite sensitive hair, and especially my head, the skin on my head is very sensitive to the chloride sometimes that's in the water. And this shower system then removes all of that and makes it basically smooth, which is really good for the hair. And this, with a good design in your premium offering rooms, maybe your bungalows, your lodges, can offer a small little extra thing in your bathroom that does massive difference for the guests, because they will truly feel a different experience when they're showering. So that's a little bit about those filters. And now I will talk about the purification systems, where we come back to the superior osmosis. And when I talk about the purifiers, I want you to think of them as the engines of the solutions that we're providing to you. So these are basically like the engine in your car that you need to start up to make sure you can drive 10 meters ahead. So we have three purification systems. The Cleone is a regular reverse osmosis offering for homes, so I won't touch much upon that. But then we have the Spirit and the Pro, the Superior Osmosis Bluewater patented technology that comes in a very compact form. They all fit under a kitchen sink. They have really high performance levels compared to the other reverse osmosis systems, which are usually much, much larger and cannot fit under a kitchen sink with these kinds of volumes. And also, as I mentioned before, they save much more water that you're purifying compared to other regular reverse osmosis systems. So the Spirit can do 3 liters a minute. I usually say 3,000 liters a day, 3,800 liters a day, depending on the water quality and the temperature. So this is perfect for a restaurant, a cafe, let's say maybe a small little area in the hotel where you have like beverages that you offer to your guests. Super compact, does not take a lot of space, certified with NSF, which is the global water quality third-party standard. So it's quality assured by an outside organization. And also, what's really cool with both the Spirit and the Pro that we'll touch upon is that they can connect to more than drinking water. It can be to your ice machines for clear ice. It can be to your dishwasher for clear dishes, so you don't have to polish them. It can be to your coffee machines, which I will touch upon later, all in one system. And I will show some reference pictures for you so you can imagine it. But I want you to think not only of us as a drinking water solution, that's the main focus, but we can do every appliance that needs water because of the high capacity. Then we have the Pro, the flagship unit of the purifiers of Bluewater, which is made here in Sweden, double the performance of Spirit, same design, same technology, has the same certifications, but yeah, just packs more of a punch. So now I've touched a bit about on the purification systems, compact, high performance, efficient, and saving units that don't take a lot of space and can do quite a lot of different applications. Then we have a smaller system from our sister company in Spain. And usually these are sold to B2C, but again, these can also be offered to maybe more entry-level hotel rooms if you want to offer something inside the rooms where the client can maybe fill up their own tank here and then it purifies for them inside the room so that they don't need to have any bottles. This is a great solution. It does not do chilled water. You need to put it in the fridge for it to cool. But for the price, it offers a very convenient, very user-friendly, and very efficient solution to provide drinking water inside the room without too much footprint. So now I've talked about the beating engines inside each solution, and now I will move on to the stations. So we have different stations, and the stations are the solution providers according to your needs. So the first one we have is the beverage stations. And the beverage stations, here you see an image of a restaurant solution. Comes in different formats. First, we have the kitchen station, which is the purification system with the liquid rock for homes. Can also be used for premium bungalows, premium lodges, high-end, high-price solutions where clients, pay a lot and expect a lot. They can then have a custom, local, high-quality, very healthy purification solution inside their room. So kind of like the countertop that I showed before, but 10 times more and also with a higher premium feeling as well. Then we have the restaurant station 1 and 2, which are bottling solutions, as you can see here. And I'll show another picture of a client in Dubai who has this, where you can do still without chilled. You can do chilled, sparkling, and ambient all in one solution. And this is for restaurant and cafes. But if your hotel maybe does not have the largest amount of rooms or you don't have the highest volume of bottles per room, like let's say maybe you have 200 rooms or something like that, this system can replace a large bottling plant as also a bottle filler for your hotel rooms. The next step that we will do is that we will take the function water and the flavors, and we're going to do it in a format where we can have that as well as an offering with these stations. But this is a teaser only, so I'm not going to go super much into this. But this is if you want to have, for example, at the bar or restaurant in your hotel, you want to offer something else than juice or soda, you can have then the locally produced, healthy beverage that has flavors then, of course, as well. So here is an installation that we did in Palm Jumeirah. This is actually now just for a restaurant. But as you can see here, you have the purification device. You have the chiller here that does sparkling, chilled, and ambient water, each for one faucet. And they fill 1 liter bottles and sell it for 20 dirhams, 15 dirhams, and they make maybe 12, 13 dirhams per bottle in pure profit because, it's just such low cost. You're paying for the electricity and water bill and a bit of filter changes, of course. And what's really cool about this is they've also connected the ice machine, and you can't see it over here, but the coffee machine, all in the same purification device. So this is where I spoke about that we can provide a large solution, application solution, not only for drinking water. Now, why I wanted to show this picture as well is, let's say that you don't want to have it for the restaurants, but you want to use this system for bottling for rooms. You can then just have one faucet, one pro, you can skip the chiller, so it's just room temperature water, and all of a sudden you can do up to 280 liters of water per hour, which means you can fill, let's see here if my math is right, 560, 500 ml bottles in 1 hour of this system. Now, I don't know how many rooms you have, but you can do the math yourself. If you have 2 bottles per room, that's 250 rooms, 280 rooms approximately that you can fill up in 1 hour. And we did a little reference video here as well of a client speaking about the Bluewater solution. So I'm going to play the video. Hopefully the audio's on. Please shout if it's not on.
Audio's fine.
Great.
Hi, I'm Christian. I'm the chef owner of the Strand Crop Kitchen here on Palm Jumeirah. Now, the Strand was really a restaurant and concept built around the community here on the Palm, serving up Mediterranean-inspired tapas, perfect for sharing with family or amazing friends. Now, we have been working with Bluewater for the last few months. And what I love about Bluewater is firstly the technology around their filtration. The great thing about this system is that it actually adds the minerals back in. So everything that you want from drinking water, your magnesium and your calcium, not only making the water extremely healthy, and this is something that we promote through our menus and through talking to our customers. Now, a bonus for me and the team with this collaboration is that working with Bluewater, it also comes with a dedicated, hands-on, on-the-ground team of engineers and supervisors that are ready to support, whether it's installation, service questions, questions about the water and the technology. And that's something that we really appreciate in this partnership.
Was it choppy, Miriam, or could everyone see
No,
that
it was all good, Nick. Yeah, all
Okay,
good.
good.
Yeah.
How am I doing on time? Am I still good, or do I need to speed up a bit?
You're okay for time.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
you're all right for time, yeah.
All right, so now we've talked a bit about the drinking water solutions. Now I want to talk about something that definitely maybe not a lot about people know about, and it doesn't really have a lot to do about single-use plastics necessarily, but it's a really cool solution, which is a bit different. But I believe it's important because I've started seeing a lot of these kinds of shops and outlets inside hotels in Dubai, and that is the coffee station. So we have a groundbreaking coffee system that has changed the market. And why is that important? Because 98.5% of coffee is water, and it's never really been thought about when it comes to coffee until now. And why are we so confident to saying it? Because we won the Best New Product Award of the Bluewater Coffee Station at World of Coffee Dubai 2025, and we're so proud of that. So, what is the coffee station? Well, the coffee station is kind of like the restaurant station that you saw before. It is a purification device which first purifies the water, and then we re-add the liquid rock minerals. Now, why is that important? Because of the simple fact that inside coffee, you always want precise water quality that affects the way the flavor is extracted from the specific bean you are choosing. Now, that you might sounds crazy. Like how is that possible? Well, with the liquid rock, with the dosing system we have where we can precisely choose how much minerals goes back into the water, we can offer a specific TDS. It's called TDS is a way of measuring water quality, kind of like you say Celsius or Fahrenheit for measuring temperature. We can offer a fixed TDS for the coffee, which is great for the baristas. And you can also choose between 7 different levels so that the barista, when they have a new bean, can try maybe a higher level of dosing for a higher water quality or a lower level of dosing for lower quality. And then they can see what is the best. Now, why is that important for the hotels? I was staying at Millennium Plaza Dubai Marina, I think it was called, hotel, yeah. And they had a what you call specialty coffee bar there with this kind of espresso machine. And I've never really seen that kind of thing or bar before in the hotel business. But obviously, a lot of their guests went there for the coffee. So you have a real added value by offering this great coffee, great tasting coffee inside your premises. And I come back now to the point I made before. We don't only do drinking water in one system. We can do the sparkling still water, we can do the coffee, and we can do the mechanical applications like ice machine and dishwasher all in one system. So I want you to think of Bluewater NIA as a turnkey solution provider that does everything for your water needs. And of course, we've been so proud to hear that a lot of baristas, world famous baristas and coffee owners speak so highly of us. Truly, it's changed the game in coffee, and I even think we've ruffled some feathers with the competitors that I think that they're starting to scramble to find their own unique solution that's derived of Bluewater, which is always fun, of course, because then you're doing something right. So here are some pictures of Café Station installations. So in the middle, you have here, you can install it to an espresso machine, or if you want to have it also to a faucet for filter coffee. Then here on the right, I don't know if you see my mouse, but here on the right is a coffee system installation in Alcuz, I think it's called in Rose Trip. So if you want to go ever taste the coffee there with Bluewater, it's possible to go do that. And then also we have a system at the La Cimbali headquarters in Dubai Marina where they're testing our systems towards their espresso machines. So super exciting, groundbreaking new technology that can again show how Bluewater offers something unique to elevate the guest experience for your hotels. Now we're going into the hotel station. So the hotel stations is obviously specific and tailored for the hotels. So the hotel station 1 small, it's basically like the kitchen station or restaurant station 1 that I touched before. It's the same technology, but without chilled water. So this is just basic with a Spirido Pro and Liquid Rock, or if you don't even want to have Liquid Rock, if you just want a regular mineral filter, that can also be provided for bottles to the room to remove the single-use plastic usage there. And then we have our fully automated Hotel Station 1. Now, this is obviously a project-based solution, so it's not something that we have off the shelf like that. But with the technical specialists, Alexander and Nia's team, we are always there to customize and tailor those kinds of solutions for you. So this fully automatic bottling plant then can do up to, depending on how we configure, 10,000 bottles a day. And this is, 95% fully automated. You put the bottle rack in, you put the bottles into the start, then it goes to the end, and then you fill the rack, and then you go to the clean room, and then you release it for transport. So this is everything from drying, sterilizing, cleaning, filling, capping, and also putting a sticker on showing the date, etc. So this is just a little render of how something like that can look. This is a more compact solution just for filling and drying and sterilizing, but the capping happens yourself. Now, if you just provide us with a space, your allocation, and what you have to play with, we can then design accordingly a Bluewater bottling plant solution. Now, with the bottle plant, here we go, the video started directly. Sorry, I'll just go back here as well. So with the bottling plant, it's obviously a new venture for us. So we've done one in Southeast Asia, which I'll show in the video next here, with a core group. And I think what's really interesting about that solution is that they went together as a cluster. So I believe there's 7 hotels in Jakarta now that together combined financially put together their money into buying a bottling plant, and then they have a carbon neutral transports from a central bottling plant to all hotels. I believe it is electrical bicycles that deliver the bottles with large boxes in the back, with all the bottles that then they go to the Pullman and all those hotels there. So here's just a little reference video now as well, and there's not a lot happening, but just to see how the system looks like. All right. That was did you hear everything and see everything, Mariam?
Yeah, it was all good, Nick.
Very
Thanks
good.
a lot.
So I have 5 minutes left. I'm,
Yeah.
I'm
Just
past
about
halfway at
5 minutes
least.
left.
Good. So now we're moving into my two favorite product categories, in my opinion. I think these are super cool, not only because they're cool products, but also because we can do a lot of different designs with them. And I think that is something that's very, very interesting as well for your establishments. So we also provide water dispensers, indoor stations as we call them, packed with purification technology as well. Today we have the Bluewater Flow indoor station. 7 times purification, has six filters inside of it with reverse osmosis, advanced osmosis, sorry. It's the flow water unique technology, the product from the US that I mentioned to you, which is made in South Korea. Perfect for offices, wellness, restaurant, cafes. It offers hot and cold still water. Also, what's really good from a sustainability perspective is that it has preset buttons. So if you press 500 ml, you'll get exactly 500 ml. But the coolest thing is it has a little screen here, there, that shows how many plastic bottles you have saved. So it counts every time that it fills up 500 ml, it counts as a plastic or one bottle saved, and it has a nice little message to it. So it's a great initiative for your CSR campaigns to show, look at us, we've saved 10,000 bottles in 6 months by using just this station. Now, of course, there's always that discussion. How do you do with free or providing water in lobbies, etc., for your guests? How does that make sense economically? And I think that's where the discussion happens then. Where do you put corporate social responsibility compared to guest offerings to economics? How do you make it all work? But again, we here at Bluewater NIA, we always super engaging and open-minded to try to find a good solution, also with economics. And I think this is a really cool initiative to have to your guests to be able to take drinking water on demand and skipping those plastic bottles when you're walking around the pool area or to the beach or whatever it is. Then we're doing the same. The next model iteration is the Flow Station 1, we call it, which is the same technology, just with an aluminum or a steel frame that can also be co-branded, and it's touchless. So it's automatic dispensing, also still has the screen. And then we have the Flow Station 2, which is the next step, which is like the Flow Station 1, but with flavors and function water. So this will be the next level for the offering to your establishments. And again, as I come back to it, we are a very innovative company. So we don't only do purification on a mechanical filter, we package it into different stations. As you see, a tower, under the sink with faucet, a shower filter, or whatever it is. We bundle them in super attractive, good looking, different solutions for your establishment. So why would you choose these solutions then for your hotel? Well, 68% performance boost for staff, but also for guests. This is what we've done, trialed a lot in the US. They have some installations, for example, with the Hyatt hotel chains there, and the guests there really said that they felt like they drank less coffee actually and drank more of this hydration water, like with high levels of minerals that gave them a little boost. They felt it was a really nice quality, a premium quality offering, and actually felt like I would go back to this hotel if maybe I live in this country, just because of having that access to such nice water in the lobbies if I stay there. And of course, 50% less single-use plastic use, and also the customers, but also, you know, the staff that work there. They use less bottles, less plastic bottles, because they can just go fill up the water. And some more statistics here, it does 4.5 liters a minute once you press the button. So it's a really high flow. You won't have 10 people queuing at one station to fill up a bottle, because it fills up very quickly. 99% purification water with advanced osmosis. And with the new iteration with the flavors, we'll be able to have 8 extracts inside the unit. So that is the flavors and the focus water options. Here are some renderings. We did the first trial installation at a gym, so just to see how it could look like. Then here on the left, I don't know if you see my mouse, but here on the left in the nice little office here is a flow solution for Dubai Municipality headquarters. So this is for all the staff to be able to enjoy a good, clean drinking water and reduce their single-use plastic usage. Now we will go on to my second favorite, which is also part of the dispensing options, but
sorry,
outdoor.
Nick, just to cut you short for a second. Yeah, we've got a few minutes left, so we have some time for Q&A.
Okay, great. So yeah, I mean, should I stop here or
No,
or
you
should I
can just you just carry on with this, but yeah, just giving you a bit of a time check.
I think this is I have this and bottles left, and then I'm done.
Okay.
So I'll go quickly. Good. So these are outdoor station adapted for climates of extreme duress, of course. This has the Bluewater SuperiorOsmosis inside of it. We offer it also with media options, and so that you can, advertise. You can sell the space for advertisement to gain some revenue to offset other costs, like, for example, the dispensers that you would have inside, or maybe the bottling plant that you would have for the rooms or for the restaurant. And then we have it in a more sleek design with double screens on both sides. St. Andrew's Links, I don't know if we have any golfers here, but we have installations at one of the world's most famous golfing areas. And the reason why I wanted to show this is that we are a turnkey solution provider. So we've done both the dispenser stations, outdoor and indoor. We've done restaurant stations, and we've done the bottle package. Here we have some pictures of how that can look like. We are the official British Open water suppliers. So this is at the British Open 2024 in Southeast England. Here you can have a solution of how that would look like. Here is at the cricket arena for ILT T20. We're the hydration partners of Desert Vipers. So we built a customized box with a screen for advertisement with dispensing. Here's a smaller version at Pebble Beach. So these are events, temporary. This is a permanent installation. Here we have some more pictures as well with the screen, the one screen, and the hydration solution. So both temporary and fixed. And then lastly, very quickly, bottles. I won't touch much in this, but we have the retail bottle, which is for the rooms, uses soda lime, so it's a cheaper material, which is very good then, of course, when you want to just have it for room offerings where it's free of charge or included in the room rate. And then the restaurant bottles, which is made out of borosilicate, a more premium touch. One thing that's very important with this, all able to co-brand. So we can put your restaurant logo, hotel logo, or a special messaging there if needed. Steel bottles for more VIP customers, a little customization. And here's a nice little bottle that we did for St. Andrew's Links with their print on it. And that's it. So I hope your brand will join our big, happy Bluewater family. And I hope you enjoyed our webinar and ready to turn your water into the healthiest, most sustainable drink on earth. Thank you.
Nicholas, thank you very much. It was so informative. I also learned a lot. And Bluewater honestly is such a turnkey solution. From events to hotels to restaurants to homes. Bluewater really have thought of everything.
Thank you.
I was quite impressed.
I didn't keep my promise of going under 40 minutes. I actually broke that promise and went over. So my apologies about that.
No,
as you can see, I get very excited about Bluewater solutions.
Yeah, no, we love that. We love a bit of passion, so it's all okay. So we don't actually have any questions at the moment. So, but while I give some time, I'll give the audience some time to think of any questions they may have. But I just wanted to ask, I mean, are there any sort of sustainability certifications that Bluewater has, or are they certified by any sort of body or anything like that?
That's a great question. We have obviously a lot of factory certifications, production certifications. We have a lot of third-party certifications for drinking water, so safe drinking water. In terms of sustainability certificates, I can't answer that off the top of my head. So I'll have to double check that, and then if we have, I'll make sure to send it over. But as I can recall, I don't think we have that. But a super interesting point. Actually, I'm going to look into that because that sounds like a good thing to add to our portfolio.
Awesome. All right, thanks. Yes, Randir,
Yeah,
please go ahead.
yeah, yeah. Thank you, Nico, for the great presentation. But just to touch on the sustainability part here, Dubai Can, which is an initiative
Of
by Dubai Economic,
course.
basically calls on eliminating the single-use plastics,
Hmm.
and we have been approved by them. And
Okay.
second thing is, since this is to do with water, a body called as ADQCC,
Hmm.
which Abu Dhabi only certifies our two purifiers, that is the Spirit and the Pro, which
Mm.
can handle bromide contents. So we have tested our purification and we have been certified. And that's one of the reasons that most of the high profile palaces in Abu Dhabi use our purification system because of
Interesting.
two basic reasons. Because a lot of people might ask, and Nico touched on something called a superior osmosis, basically, which is our patented technology, and we go below a 0.0001 micron, and that is where we handle the bromide content which is there in the water after the desalinated water which has been purified in Abu Dhabi. So to answer your question, we are approved by Dubai Can and we are listed on their website, and we are approved by local bodies not only in Dubai but with Abu Dhabi also.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Randir.
Thank
Yes, much appreciated. And another question that so we just got another question that's popped up. So can liquid rock be switched on and off within a single system? For example, could I use RO water for washing and later on drinking water with additives from the same tap?
Yes, using the app, you can choose non-mineralized, so just plain RO water, and we call it Bluewater Zero. And then you can swipe up to Bluewater Light, Medium, Original to re-add the different levels of dosing of liquid rock. So the dosing levels are 4 different levels. NIA has all the technical specifications for how much calcium, magnesium is dosed on each level. But in there's a 5th option to have pure RO water.
Okay, thanks for answering that question, Nico. And then just a last question from me, actually. You were mentioning that Bluewater has done some work with Accor, but do you have any other, global hotel partners that you work with?
So yeah, we work with a core group in Indonesia. We also have a partner in Thailand now. We just signed with them a couple of months ago, and we're waiting for certifications for sales there. But we are preferred supplier through them for Marriott and a core group. So we'll be doing our first installations at I think it's a Pullman in Phuket, I think it is, if I'm not mistaken. And then we have also in Southeast Asia some other interesting prospects that I can't really say much about, but they're very luxurious premium hotels. They have a numerical name in their name. And also we have now a Four Seasons hotel, the first one. Oh, hello.
Sorry.
We have a new guest. No worries. We have also the Four Seasons Athens now as well, which we signed. So we're really starting to get into the hotel industry. And of course, now GCC is our next target area.
Okay, great. So yeah, you really have kind of Bluewater has spread around the world. So yeah, hopefully we'll see more Bluewater across the GCC, especially within the UAE.
Just to add lastly, our partner Flowwater that does the dispenser options, they have quite a few supplier contracts with Hyatt, Marriott, Ritz-Carlton in the United States as well for just the dispensing options. But that's more on our sister company.
Okay, understood. We've got another question that's popped up. So Bluewater have certifications for the UAE, but what about any other GCC countries?
For certifications for
it was, I think,
sales?
just going back to the sustainability certification. So Randir, maybe you'd be able to answer this question.
Yeah, I think.
Sorry.
No,
just to answer you.
Please, Randir, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, so we are certified for sales in Saudi Arabia and also in, I believe, Oman, if I'm not mistaken. And we're targeting some other countries like Qatar and Kuwait. In terms of it's the specific certifications, I think I would like to ask Randhir that to see if maybe he could elaborate on that a bit more on the specific, which ones it is, basically.
Yeah, so basically on our purification systems, we are approved in GCC, mostly in Saudi Arabia, all the SABA certification is taken care. But just to add to one more thing is basically our liquid mineral rock, which falls under the food category. And we are approved here by the DM under the food category for this because it comes in a liquid form in a 5-liter can or a 1-liter bottle. And this has to be approved by the food department. So we are approved both by SAFD in Saudi Arabia and in UAE by the Dubai municipality. Other countries just accept the Dubai certification based on which we can sell in all the GCC. But Saudi has its own SAFD where we are approved for both 1-liter as well as for 5-liter can. Whereas on the purifier, we have Saber, we have ESMA, we have all the local certifications readily available. The only thing is we on the bottling plant, we have been targeting mostly the restaurant stations, what Nico showed you on a smaller version. And we are very much active in the cafe industry out here because we have more than 1,000 plus specialty cafes around. And we are also working with most of the espresso manufacturers. So we are approved by each and everybody. So we can get their letters from the authorized body to be supplied.
Wow, wonderful.
Anybody ask for about it.
Wow, thank you so much, Randhir. Thank you very much. Okay, well, we don't have any more questions. So Nico, if you have anything from your end, or Randhir, if anything from your end before we wrap up.
Well, I can jump in there first. First of all, thank you everyone so much for joining. I hope that you found this insightful and that there is maybe something that piqued your interest that can help your establishment or your hotel do a bit different with a Bluewater solution. And if you have any questions, you know, you have the local NIA team. So please reach out to them for anything. And you also have my contact. So if any questions, don't hesitate to reach out.
Thank you, Nico. Randhir, if you had any last words before we wrap up.
Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you, Nico, for the wonderful presentation. I just want to add one thing. I mean, as far as sales or product is concerned, you know, Bluewater, we have the complete backing of Bluewater. But what our expertise as NIA is that within 4 to 6 hours, I mean, water is a very critical, and everybody in this webinar understands the criticality of it. And we work with a strong service team, and as Nico said, backed up by the technical advisor from Bluewater who is stationed in Dubai. Our target is basically 4 to 8 hours, or you know, within 4 to 8 hours, we want to resolve and support the customer, and that's our strong point, which is service. So we have a team, and we address any criticality within 4 to 8 hours of notice. So that's the thing I want to add. So thank you.
Okay, great.
Maybe I could add one more thing, Mariam.
Yeah.
NIA is also very strong with other appliances as well. So they can be a turnkey provider as well, Mr. Randhir. Now I'm stealing your job here a bit, but also for air purification, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So there's quite a lot that NIA and Bluewater, but specifically NIA, can do to support your establishment. Wonderful.
All right. We'll be putting some of the Bluewater and NIA solutions on our marketplace. So for users to have a look at. I guess that's kind of all that we have time for today. Nico, thank you so much for your insight and for your time. It's really much appreciated. Randhir and Kaushik as well, thank you very much for your time. To the audience, thank you very much for joining. I will be sending out a follow-up email with contact details of the local NIA team, as well as the recording of this webinar for you to watch at a later stage or for you to share with your peers. So that's all from my end as well. So thank you very much for everybody for coming and for participating.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye.